Hi, I'm Dr. Jennifer Little with LifeForce Chiropractic, and today I'm going to be demonstrating a few basic beginner low back and core strengthening exercises to be performed daily. And if you have any pain increase with these exercises, back off or do not perform until your doctor recommends performing these exercises, but they're very simple and most anyone can perform them comfortably. What it is recommended is that you perform 2 to 3 sets of each exercise and doing about 10 to 12 reps of each. All right, so firstly I'm going to be showing you some pelvic tilt exercises. This is going to be engaging your abdominal muscles. Now your core includes muscles from about here to here, front and back. So it's a lot more than just the abdominals, but this one is going to focus a lot on the abdominals. And so what you're going to do is you're going to lay on your back, face up, and I recommend putting a little pillow underneath your head and neck to support your neck. And so you're going to lay on your back like this, and you're going to imagine, so I can put my hand on the lower back right now, underneath my lower back right now. You're going to imagine flattening that part, flattening your lower back against the floor, so you can't put your hand there anymore. So flattening your back while simultaneously bringing your hips in front here towards your rib cage. You're imagining approximating those two regions together, hips to rib cage. And then you can imagine also kind of squeezing your glutes a little bit at the top, just a little bit. You're gonna tilt and hold, tilt and hold. It's very simple, very basic. So next exercise I'm going to show you is pelvic bridging. Now there's several progressions to this exercise, but this is just the very first beginner set, the very first beginner phase. So this is going to work a lot of the hamstrings and the glutes, which all are still part of your core. And so what you're going to imagine doing is you're going to raise your hips straight up towards the ceiling, and you're squeezing your butt cheeks together. And you're going to feel it in your hamstrings as well. And you're going straight line from shoulders to knees, and you're holding it. And then you're going to go back down into relaxed. And you're going to go up, slowly and controlled, squeezing at the top. And then slowly rolling down. You can definitely feel those muscles engaging. It feels great, actually. And holding it at the top, squeezing. And then relaxing down. All right. And the next exercise I'm going to show you has 3 phases. And they're all actually part of the beginning phase, but you're going to add the additional steps as you feel comfortable and confident with your exercises. This exercise is called the bird dog. Now, it sounds kind of silly, but it's kind of cool. All right, you are going to get on all fours. You want to make sure that your hands are right under your shoulders and that your knees are under your hips. And basically, you're going to imagine just moving your arms. All right, for this first phase of this exercise, you're going to just move your arms alternating, and you imagine everything else, your core, your low back, everything just staying put exactly where it's at. So you're going to raise one arm up, slow and controlled, and then bring it down. And then you're going to go the other arm, slow and controlled, and bring it down. And you're going to continue alternating one arm and the other. And the only thing that's moving on me, even when I'm shifting from one arm to the next, and that's the critical part, where you'll notice that your body really wants to shift, just stay secure and solid and then only move that arm. And repeat. 10 to 12 reps in each arm. Now when you feel comfortable enough to move on to the next phase, you can do alternating legs. So same thing, your solid foundation here, and you're going to go raise your leg up, and you're squeezing your butt up at the top, squeezing that glute, and you're going to bring it down. Alternate to the other side. Bring it down. And you're really minimizing the amount of shifting from side to side. I see people all the time doing this at the gym, and they're just going like this. That's not going to be doing anything for you. You're just focusing on only moving that leg. Squeeze at the top. Bring it down. Minimal shift between, as minimal as possible. And if you really want to focus on shifting less, try putting a little tennis ball in the small of your back and see if you can hold it there while you're doing that. Just showing you that, I'm like, whoo, feeling it a lot, even in the abs. So I'm getting it everywhere. Now when you feel comfortable with that and you're feeling like, I want to take it up a notch, this is when you can add alternating arm and leg at the same time. So opposite arm, opposite leg, you lift, hold for a second, back to starting position. Switch, hold for a second, back to starting position. So on and so forth. And again, put a tennis ball in the small of that back and you'll really truly see how hard this actually is, and you're not using any weights. So that's just the first 3 exercises I wanted to show you. And lastly, I want to show you an exercise called the dead bug. And in a second here, you'll understand why I call it that. There are different variations of the dead bug, but this one is pretty great. It's a lot like the last exercise where there's going to be a few different progressions that you can do. So, again, you're going to be on your back, and a nice little pillow underneath your neck if you want. And you're going to go with your legs straight out and your arms up like this. You're going to actually, you can have your knees, but there's so many different variations. I'm going to actually show you this one, where your knees are 90 degrees. Now, you don't want to have your knees like this, otherwise it's going to be too easy. Knees 90 degrees, and arms up like this. And firstly, the first phase is just holding it like this. And you're trying again, just like that first exercise I showed you, the pelvic tilt, you're trying to keep your back flat against the ground, and you're approximating your hips to your rib cage. So you're not doing this. That's not going to help. Not going to do anything. It defeats the purpose. So you're going to flatten your back against the ground, arms like this. You're going to just try to hold it. Try to hold it maybe like 30 seconds, or try timing yourself. And once you feel confident to move to the next step, alternate, one arm up, and then back. One arm up, and then back. And still, you're focusing on maintaining the flattened back against the floor. And then next progression, leg, starting position. Leg, starting position. And there's not much else moving. You're focusing on keeping that back flat, and it's engaging that core, and I'm feeling it. It's great. All right, and then the last progression of this, once you feel confident in that and you want to try the next step, is opposite arm, opposite leg. If you want, you can do same arm, same leg. It's kind of a little bit different. So just to test out the different variations. So all these exercises are indicated to do daily, and they're going to really help prevent you from injuring yourself. Once you build that stable core and that strong foundation, you are going to be able to do certain daily activities a lot better, and you'll feel stronger, and you'll be at a decreased risk of injuring yourself. So click on the link below to get your little instructions printable sheet with the exercises I just showed you, and we look forward to seeing you on our next instructional video. Thanks for your time.